the opportunity to still be playing in the second weekend is something that's available to a limited number of teams. So we're happy to still be playing and certainly have a challenging opponent in playing Nebraska at Nebraska. But we played there a few weeks ago, so we're familiar with the facility and the quality of the opponent. And we'll practice for a couple of days, fly out there, and tee it up early in the morning.
Is there anything that you've taken from the last game against Nebraska that you're looking to improve on this time?
Well, I thought we played a lot better at home than we played at Nebraska. I thought we didn't come out very confident and strong, and Nebraska's they're the defending national champions, so they're especially confident at home. They are they're strong at each of the positions, and I thought we started playing better in the third game. We were up 22-21 in the third game, but that was just a teaser. I don't think we were playing hard enough to close it out.
What did you learn opening weekend in terms of some areas that you guys need to work on and some things that you were a little bit more surprised with?
Well, I mean, the first match was, Long Island didn't have as strong a showing as they had during their season, so that wasn't why we were flat in the first game against Pitt. But Pitt came out and played really well in the first game and competed hard throughout the match. So we needed to stay together and rally, and I thought we did those things. But the NCAA tournament is a whole different kind of pressure cooker for individuals, and some people handle it well and can navigate those challenges, and some people get rattled. And so I thought it was a good match for us. It was tough because it was opposite the football game, so we had a limited crowd involvement than we're accustomed to having at home, and the need to not lose our head when the first game went awry was really important. So I thought that was a good sign. I thought Kendall played really well, and when you're when you have a freshman on the floor and she plays well, you have to feel good about that. I thought Allie and Simone did a nice job offensively, and we'll see. Well, we should probably think of an alternate plan. We didn't play great against Nebraska last time, so hopefully we'll play a little better this time.
Do you think having lost that first set to Pittsburgh, but then being able to come back and take the next 3 sets, do you think that's a good sign, especially going into this match against Nebraska?
Well, it beat the alternative. Yeah, because otherwise we wouldn't be talking now. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's playing Nebraska at Nebraska is different than playing Pitt at home, but the NCAA tournament is the NCAA tournament, and every team is playing with a different sense of urgency, and the needs of the team are far more important than the needs of the individual players. So during the regular season, you can navigate somebody who's having an off night and see if they can battle their way out of it. But in the NCAA tournament, people might have a tendency to have a little faster hook, because if you don't do that, your season ends that day. So it's it happens pretty quick. You go from 64 to 32 to 16 teams, and come Saturday there'll be 8 teams. Come the end of Saturday there'll be 4 teams. That's how it goes. So we've had matches where we've won when we were supposed to lose, and we've had matches where we've lost where we're supposed to win. So I think a lot of it will depend on the state of mind of the players and how we play collectively.
Coach, time or not, I mean, Nebraska, that atmosphere is always pretty challenging to play in. How do you manage the emotions of the event, and kind of what's the key to keeping everybody calm?
Well, I mean, I think it's the same for both teams. You know, there's probably, you know, Nebraska maybe has different pressure than we do. We've lost to Nebraska the last few times we've played them. They're playing at home. They're the #1 seed in the tournament. There's, you know, for a lot of years, I always felt there was bigger pressure to get to the regionals than win the regionals, because you never know who you're going to play in an early round. If they have some player that you're not familiar with that goes off and gets 30 kills and sends you home, and it's no different than the NCAA men's basketball when upsets happen and you start looking at schools and the directional schools, and they have players that are every bit as good as players that are playing in the Blue Bloods. So, you know, the emotion, I would hope our kids are pumped and excited and go out there and play as hard as they can.
Alrighty, so what did you guys learn last time heading out to Lincoln, and how are you going to kind of apply that to this weekend?
Well, I think overall playing at Nebraska is really tough because it's a huge gym. There's like 8,000 people in there, and they're all rooting against you. So I think we learned that we really need to start out strong. We have to win the serve pass game, and I think if we all come out and we play as a team, we play together, I think we can do this. So I think we're just really excited to go and have another opportunity to play there.
What do you think makes playing in the Devaney Center so difficult?
I just think because it's just so big, and Nebraska has so many dedicated fans that come out to every single one of the matches, and every time we go there, it's sold out, and it's fun. I mean, I think it's fun. I always enjoyed playing there, even though it's super hard. But like she said, it is everyone's there cheering against you. So, but I think this time we'll have a little bit more fans there now because it's Sweet 16.
Yeah. And normally we're up in a small portion of the gym, but now since it's NCAA, we're gonna actually be able to see our fans and see some familiar faces, and I think that's gonna help us a lot.
You guys are the only two teams in the nation that have players who have won a national championship. What does that experience help bring to the table for you guys?
I think it just demonstrates that we're two teams that know how to win and know how to compete to win a national championship, and I think for sure it's going to be super tough, and they're the defending national championships, but we won the 2 the years before that, and I think it's just going to be a grind, and I think it's going to be close, and I think it's going to be a tough game to play, but I think we're all really excited, and we've been pumped up all week, and I don't think we're scared, so I don't know, I'm excited to play.
What did you guys see from Kendall and Tori in their first NCAA tournament action this past weekend?
I think I've always thought that Kendall plays like she's had several years of college experience already, and it's really fun to play next to her, and I know Tori's excited to get to play this year because she redshirt last year, and I know it means a lot to her, and I think they've been playing very well. I mean, Tori stepped up this last weekend a lot, and so is Kendall. I think they're both playing extremely well, and it's really good for us too.
Getting those 2 wins last weekend at home, how much did that confidence help you guys build some momentum as you get ready to head into a tough stretch in the tournament?
We always talk about taking it 1 game at a time. So with those wins, it was a little tight in the second match, and so I think on Friday, I think we were just super pumped. It was the first game of the tournament, and I think we just balled out that game. And then the next night we had a way tougher opponent, and I think after losing that first set or match, whatever it was, I think we were all just this is not how we want our season to be, and so I think that just put a little fire under our butts and saying we want to be good, we want to do a lot of things this year, and I think being at home, we were really lucky to have hosted the first 2 rounds, so I think it just gives us kind of a little bit of confidence that all of our fans are there, and now we can't take that for granted because we're going to be on the road with a way different atmosphere.